Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Zero Dark Nerdy, the world's most notorious pop culture podcast, brought to you by the Believe Podcast Network, betonline.ag, and our good friends over at rabbitcomics.com. Be sure to hit them up for all your incredible comic book needs. They have an amazing app, an amazing online store. Again, the website is rabbitcomics.com.
Hey guys, this is Mateo, aka Don Mega, and today I am joined with
El Nino, Rude Boy, Papa Clad, Buck.
It's the island boy.
It's your boy, Jadon, a.k.a. Don Mothma, Senator of the New Republic.
So what we talk about today, Matthew?
Hey man, you know what? This is a catch up here. I'm gonna call this.
Let's just call it the catch-up.
So what you been watching? What you been up to? Yeah, the catch up. You want me to go? I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead and start.
Yeah, what you been watching?
Yeah, what you been watching? I like that. What you been watching? This might be the name of our new show.
Go ahead and TM that. What have I been watching? Okay, so did we talk about Werewolf by Night?
No, we have not on the podcast.
You watched it.
I have not been caught up, but it's okay. It's okay. Feel free to talk about it. Let's just do, like, as far as what you've been watching, let's do a spoiler-free what you've been watching.
Okay.
Because I'm sure a lot of the people out there, they may have seen it, they may not have seen it. So
I recommend you all see it.
yeah, there you go.
I think it's one of the best things the Marvels put out this year.
Like a one-off.
Wow.
Yeah. Like a
And it's just one
it's a
One
like
and
a
done.
movie. Yeah.
movie. Okay.
What is it? 90 minutes? Not even. It's
Yeah.
an hour, I think.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly in black and white.
Yeah, they got to do a lot more bloody stuff because it was in black and white.
Okay. I like that.
And it was
Yeah, I
like
that.
a tribute to old school horror cinema, like
Nice.
Hitchcockian.
Okay.
Yeah.
That one scene. Anyway, go watch it.
Yeah.
And it's on streaming on Disney Plus.
The director he was a long time, music score
Okay.
composer.
Okay.
And they just let him do it. There's a great behind the scenes / documentary about it's the making of Werewolf by Night, but it's also it digs deep into his past, and like his brother was always recording with the video camera all the time. And so
Nice.
it's a really cool, it's not just a behind the scenes like little show.
Right.
It's awesome. It's a documentary. You should check it out after you watch Werewolf by Night.
Okay. Okay. Is this kind of an introduction to possibly Midnight Suns?
Definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Definitely.
All right. I know what I'm doing as soon as you guys leave this place.
I want to spoil it, but I'm
No,
not.
no,
I
shut
won't
up.
do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Shut
It's
your
great.
mouth.
Okay.
You shut up.
You shut your beautiful mouth
Shut
ears.
your mouth when you're talking to me.
Basketball is back, and BetOnline remains your number one source for all your sports betting needs this season. You'll always find the latest odds, team matchup info, player news, and game trends at BetOnline. And as your continued source for all sports wagering information, BetOnline features live betting, free contests, and giveaways all season long. Always the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports and events, whether that's the NFL, NBA, NHL, MMA, tennis, boxing, or even golf. Head to betonline.ag to join and receive your 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Make sure to use promo code BELIEVE, spelled BLEAV, to receive your rewards. BetOnline, where the game starts.
What else is going on here? I got White Lotus is back.
Yes, White
White Lotus
Lotus.
is back. It's like a
So glad you told me to watch that. It's really good.
Yeah, man. That first season was like, it got me hooked.
Yeah. It's
But
a
then
slow burn.
now it's completely different.
It's a very slow
Yeah.
burn show. But
And it-
Ashley loves it. I got to get into it.
it gets it.
It's Stifler's mom though. Like, I don't know how much more I can watch.
Yeah.
She's been in a lot lately, though. She's in season 2 of White Lotus. She
No,
was
but
just in The Watcher.
This character.
character.
Oh my God. Like she's so good. Like she's phenomenal, actor to do this, to make us feel just like, oh my God, get this person away from me.
Yes.
Like a visceral feeling she gives you in her performance.
Didn't she win a Golden Globe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and House of Dragon.
Yeah.
Hot D.
Hot B.
That's what,
Yeah, Sam. Big ups to Sam over at Corner Bar. She was like, Hot B. I was like, what the fuck are
Hot
you
D.
talking about?
Hot D.
Or Hot D. She was like, oh, House of Dragon. I was like,
GOT became Game
got
of
it.
Thrones.
Okay.
So like this
All
is like hot D.
And
I'm
she
like,
even
oh
had,
God,
she
here we
had
go.
like an old school Damon shirt.
Right.
Where it was like, like one of the ones made in the 90s. She was like, yeah, Hot D. It's like, what the fuck is Hot
I'm not going
D?
to call it that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was great.
For her, but
It was great. I do wish. Here's my only like
that show's dark as fuck, like
super dark.
dark to the eyes.
Yeah. Yes.
And I thought I was the only one that I was trying to adjust my TV.
Yeah. No, it seems like every episode is the Battle of Winterfell episode as far as TV brightness.
Me with a Swiffer on my screen. Like,
and then
I can't see.
I'll never
Something's wrong.
forgive the production company being like, everybody had their TVs on the wrong setting. Oh, so 60
it's our
million
fault. Fuck
people
off. Yeah.
don't know how to adjust their TVs. But yeah, it was film dark, the family tree lineage. I feel like that should be. I was really glad that they brought the Game of Thrones like music back. But I felt
That's the only
confusing.
familiar thing. Yeah.
yeah,
confusing going on.
You know what's confusing? All the same fucking names.
the same names.
Yeah.
Like instead of doing the
Aegon,
blood
Traegon,
thing,
Dagon.
and then like
Where's Gary?
Yeah, I kind of. Where is Adam? Meow. Where the fuck is Bill the Butcher?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, it's Damon.
Yep.
Yeah,
And they're all
Tyrion.
fucking each other.
And
A whole lot
and
of
then one's married to the other one, and that's really the nephew. And they really needed to just make it, how we have the map on Game of Thrones. They just need to do a family tree on House of the Dragon, just to give us all just like, okay, oh, here we are.
Yeah, they're trying to do it, but it's going by so
fucking
quick and
annoying.
like
Then
there's
the
so much
time
blood.
change.
Right. And then one episode, we have adolescent princess.
Yep.
Right. And then the next episode, she's a full grown.
I
up.
think
He's full grown with three
With
kids
kids
already
and shit.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they just fucking make season one with that cast, with that first
Right.
set, and
Yeah, I
then
feel like we could've
grow
left
them
all
up
that.
on season two?
I think it was primarily for because I believe why they did that is because King Viserys is going to be the last rational king or queen.
He's such a pussy.
He was, but I mean, I think as far as common sense goes, he's going to be the last one that we see. That
I just want to play with his model trains or whatever.
yeah. Oh no, he had the most advanced Lego set in Westeros, and that motherfucker just kept expanding.
Yep.
Every time I saw it.
He's like Bobby Bacala.
R.I.P. Bobby Bacala
He got killed where?
at the fucking
Train store.
You remember the name of the train?
No.
It was a Blue Comet
I don't know.
because that was the name of the episode. That's the only reason I remember that.
Look at that. Trivia everywhere. Trivia everywhere. So, okay. So, Hot D, as it is called.
I cannot call it hot. D.
Yeah, no, never. So, Viserys,
That dragon show.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
his character bothered me the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Not at first. And then at the very end, when he had like the half
Mm-hmm.
Phantom mask on, that was dope.
Yeah.
But that was it. Like the rest of the time, he wouldn't make a decision for shit.
That's one of those smoking detectives from Hot Fuzz. Like, it's so funny to think about that. Like, 'cause those guys are hilarious.
Yeah.
And then you get to see this guy just fall apart.
Fall
literally.
apart.
And even the
His
behind the
eyeball
scenes
fell
thing,
out and shit.
Yeah, like he he's hysterical. Like he's just cracking
Yeah.
people up the entire time. And they specifically said they were like, we wrote this for him. And then he got the kudos from what is it, J.R. Martin?
George R.R. Martin.
George R.R. There's so many fucking initials with writers nowadays. Yeah, George R.R. Martin. And he was like, you played Viserys better than I wrote him. And he was like, damn, that's what I needed. Because, I mean, here's a great thing about moving forward with House of Dragon. Like, George R.R. Martin's attached. He's an executive
He wants
producer.
at least 5 seasons, I think.
You know what I mean? Exactly. And he wants it played out the way it should be played out. You know, he ended up just getting kind of fucked over, and we all know how the final 2 seasons ended with Game of Thrones. And a lot of people, and that's another episode for another day. So we'll just get into that later, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, I didn't think it was that bad. It was like, but you just binged it.
Have you rewatched?
I've rewatched, but the thing is, people that binged it were like, that final season isn't that bad. But for those of us that were invested,
Because they continued the
that
story.
waited,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
the thing. And I was like, we waited 2 years for this fucking hot garbage, and then we had the Battle of Winterfell, which we had to like adjust all the lighting in our living room and figure out like who is doing what where.
Like, I'm really glad Melisandre showed up when she did and lit up all, so I could see.
If it wasn't for that, we would have seen shit for about half an hour.
That was an old show, though. What else are you watching these days? Is that it? What are you watching, Brian?
Yeah, what you watching?
Man, so just finished The Watcher. I am a big fan of Bobby Cannavale. A lot of you may know him as Gyp Rossetti in season 3 of Boardwalk Empire. He's made cameos in movies like Chef. He's in the MCU.
Cassie
He's the
Lang's stepdad, I guess.
Yep, stepdad in Ant-Man. Phenomenal
other guys.
actor. Yes.
Despop.
Yeah, the other guys.
Despop.
Despop. That is correct.
Everybody have a great day. Cut the shit.
But yeah, to me, he is just such an amazing talent. I just got to see his son play in the Paramount Plus show, The Offer, which is based on the making of The Godfather, which is fantastic. Be sure to check that out. But it was really, really good. I was entrenched with it. Of course, I'm doing the air quotes like you guys can see me on screen, even though
No, he really was.
just audio. I was doing the air quotes.
He did it.
Based on a true story.
I third that.
But and it's done by Ryan Murphy, which a lot of people know from American Horror Story. And I think it was done well. I think the performances were great. And that one really, really sunk me in. My guilty pleasure is real estate shows. So I just started watching Buying Beverly Hills on Netflix. And I got to say, so I was addicted to Selling Sunset for a little while. I stopped because it's really just an agency with really snobby, stuck up people.
Yes.
Let's just leave it at that. This one is more family based. And, you know, the guy that's in it, my fiance knows him because his wife is one of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills or some bullshit, which I never watched that shit. But, you know, she's always said that he's cool. Like, he seems like a straight shooter, whatever. So he's had this agency forever. Apparently, he's literally like the world's greatest realtor. Like, he's sold the most $100 million houses ever. And he sells the most over 20 million. He sold the Playboy Mansion 2 years ago. But
That Tarantino
that's the
had
thing.
to.
There's a lot of you know.
Tarantino bought it?
Well, no, I was going to say Tarantino had to like finagle his way. Like the new owners didn't want to let him shoot there for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
So yeah, I heard about that. So
Hef would have been like, yeah, fuck it, come on.
Exactly.
Whatever.
I just watched the episode on Entourage the other day when they went to the Playboy Mansion. But that's neither here nor there. But I love it because it's more family based. Yeah, there's a little bit of drama in there, but to me, I'm like, I just love to see the houses, the culture. This guy, you know, really kind of came. I don't want to say he came from nothing. Like, he wasn't well off though. Like, he built this business, he built this brand, and he's just trying to educate people. And he has these conversations and these meetings to where Selling Sunset fell short. It was just like you're looking at like 8 snobby ass chicks that don't know shit about shit that have like very well off husbands, to where you have some people in the agency that are well off, but then you have like young and hungry people that move to Beverly Hills with nothing and are trying to make it. And then of course you get to see like these beautiful houses. So on top of that, it's just like, shit, I want to try to make it.
New homeowner here.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, it makes my place look like shit. But,
don't
you know, at the end of the day, though, this place in Beverly Hills would be like 1.2 million. That's the sad thing. The cost of living there is absurd for what you get. Jerry, what you watch?
What you been watching?
What you watching?
Well, a lot of Jeopardy.
You're not wrong there. Is it still Ken?
Yeah.
Now they switch it up, right?
Well, it's Ken now, but then Mayim is doing the celebrity episodes. So I don't know. I think maybe she's doing some work and Ken's doing it full time now. I don't know. But I watch a lot of that because I make trivia. I take their categories and I make them way better. And I do 10 and they only do 5. So, that's just some
So
of the
what you're
places
saying
that I
is
take trivia from.
You've cracked the code.
Oh yeah, I have. I've got them. Also, Jeopardy, hire me. I'll make your categories.
There you go.
I have a little following.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
Potent potables.
But other than Jeopardy, I did watch Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
How was that?
I thought it was
On what?
It was on Roku TV.
That's
If you
It's
have
a Roku original, huh?
Yeah, if you have a Roku television or stick still.
And it was
watch
Harry
that.
Potter, right?
Yes, Daniel Radcliffe was in there. Everybody, like Conan, I saw in there.
Nice.
Jack Black is in it. You know how Tarantino does his revisionist history kind of things? Like some of this shit did not happen.
Making all of it up.
But it's the ultimate thing. You're going to make your own movie. You might as well embellish it a little bit. And it's fucking hilarious. Like, did you know him and Madonna dated for a long time?
Yeah.
No idea until I saw the trailer.
That's not real. That can't be.
Why
that's
not? Why
real.
isn't it? Why isn't it?
No way.
Come on.
That is it. Is it really? That can't. I thought that was just.
Do you know how to play the accordion?
Look, man.
Apparently, it's a pussy getter.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Stop it, y'all. That shit did not happen. But it was damn funny. And then the other thing that I'm really watching, week to week is Andor. And if you're not watching this, you should. If you like Star Wars, it's really, really good. It's a slow burn, but there's enough episodes to tell the whole story and flesh out these characters.
It's still going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not over yet.
How many episodes is in there?
Fuck, I don't know.
10?
The next one will be 10, I think. It's broken down kind of into 2 parts. You get to see what happens when people come to recruit Andor, and he helps them out. He's got his own thing he wants to do, and he's not really fully on board. But at the end of this, I'm sure we'll know why he's like fully on board in Rogue One.
Okay. You see this being multiple seasons, or is this going to be a one and done?
They could stretch it into another season if they wanted to. It depends on how far ahead in the timeline, because there's still some room to tell the story before Rogue One happens.
Okay.
We haven't. I can't say that. I just want to go into spoilers, but it's really good. There's no lightsabers. There's no force wielding.
Okay.
You see why, or you see what happened when the Republic became the Empire, and that little difference. You don't have any rights anymore. If the Empire wants your resources, they're going to come get them, and they will, just shoo you out of there. They'll lock you away and not and double the charges just for no reason. Just because it's the Empire.
See more
now.
about, because that's the thing. It's like the Empire's always been the bad guys, but we haven't truly known why.
You
So
get to
actually
definitely get to
that.
see them oppressing everybody.
And that's what I'm excited to see. And I'm really glad you said that, because it's always been like, well, the Empire is bad, and I understand that they're doing this shit, but you don't get the backstory and what they're actually doing.
Yeah. And then,
All right.
you grow up.
Before
You
we
live, you
wrap
learn.
up, though, I know we've all seen the trailer for it. This is the what you watching, what we going to be watching.
Yeah.
Are we going to be watching the Christmas Story?
Yes. 1,000%.
Yes.
Ooh, that was a very
come
hesitant
on.
yes from Jerry.
I don't care.
Dare you?
Oh,
I don't care.
Why don't you care?
Shut your
What's
mouth.
wrong with you?
I don't know.
Your eye out.
I blame whoever's idea it was to play it 24 hours all Christmas long.
I'm not going to front. The first Christmas they did that, I watched it.
yeah.
Yeah,
for
it's
all 24
great.
hours.
Then you
Don't
can
get me
just put it
wrong.
on the TV.
I love the first movie, but it's overdone. And for them to just say, "Oh, we're doing a sequel to this," I'm like, why? Why are you doing this?
Is it a true sequel, or is it just like Ralphie
the
growing
guy's
up
in
and
it.
visiting back that house?
But it's a movie about Ralphie. Like, why the fuck do we need this? I don't know. Am I the only one here?
But I think they're doing it because I think they want to give a reason. Not,
Is Flick
not
in
to
it?
people like us.
Like is Flick and all the crew in it too?
Well, that's the thing. They showed a lot of the crew, but I think it's not so much for us. I think it's they want to do something to where it's like, listen, we can't continue to do 24 hours of Christmas Story because our audience is aging out.
Right.
So now we need to do eventually 24 hours of the Christmas story.
They're making it relevant for their
so
kids.
TNT is like, we need something for the next 40 years.
Got it.
You know what I mean? So they know we're aging out of this shit. I mean, look at it. We're not seeing the Grinch. We're not seeing a lot of these because they were played over and over and over again, and now we don't get them as much. So I think that this is their way of saying we want to get ahead of the curve. So that way, in like 2070, they'll
know what the hell we're talking about.
They're going to do a 24 hours of the Christmas story.
They're going to forget all about Miracle on 34th.
Right.
Peace be the journey.
Peace be the journey, rude boy. So glad to have Matthew and Jerry in studio. Big shouts out to the rest of the Zero Dark Nerdy fam. Big shouts out to all of you out there listening. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, and comment. And of course, even in the Triad area, check out our website. Check out Don Edmonds. Right?
That's me.
That's him on Facebook. But you can also go to the Zero Dark Nerdy Facebook page to see all of our trivia nights on there. So
I bet you I'll beat you.
yeah, there we go. Challenges.
Shalom.
And of course, big thank you to the Believe Podcast Network, betonline.ag, and of course, the most user-friendly comic book app as well as website, rabbitcomics.com. We'll see you next time. Happy holidays.
Peace. May the force be with you.
And also...
Yeah! Victory!
And anger management?
Fuck anger management.
Thank you for listening to Believe. You can show support to your host by subscribing to the show and giving us a 5-star rating on your preferred platform. Check us out at Believe.com and search for BLEAV on YouTube.
You know when you're listening to a true crime story that has an unbelievable plot twist that makes you stop in your tracks? That's what our podcast, People Are the Worst, brings you with each episode. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Rebecca. We're identical twins who love true crime cases that make you say, didn't see that coming, and we hate the people responsible for them. Listen to People Are the Worst now on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.